This is one weird mission. I'm wearing a skirt, my men are in tights, and I'm cooking for some guy who thinks he's a king.
Are you drinking on the job?
Not yet. Give me a few moments.
While it's all fun,
I need the venison.
I still take my food very seriously.
One of the things here that is very difficult for me to get my head around right now is the cooking technique and timing. I can't put everything on too early because I don't know how to keep it warm. It's just very tough to figure out.
I've got turkeys in the oven,
A little butter.
rabbits and quails on spits, plus soup and beef in pots. To keep it cooking, we are constantly fueling the ovens, rotating the spits, and firing the coals. I have 3 hours left, and I haven't even started 6 of the dishes.
Pheasant. Pheasant is obviously a gamey bird. Looks similar to chicken. There's not a lot of meat on it, and it doesn't take a lot of time to cook. So I got to be very careful I don't overcook it because it comes very stringy and has a very different texture. We took fresh mint, some bay leaves, salt, some peppercorns. I'm just going to let that get a nice yummy flavor. We're going to saute this off golden brown.
And I'm going to make a sauce for the pheasant.
We're going to take the pears that the ladies are peeling now, chop them down. We've got some red wine and some cranberry honey.
And to thicken the sauce,
we're going to make a Manier, which is a reverse roux, a thickening agent. You know, they didn't have cornstarch. So we've got some flour, a little butter, turn it into almost like breadcrumbs. Just going to add the Manier, and hopefully this will begin to thicken up. Then towards the very end, I'm going to put the figs. I don't want to put the figs in too early because they're just going to disintegrate. What time, Lady Washington?
It be 4 o'clock.
It is 4 o'clock.
David over here is working on some spinach raviolis.
In those days, they didn't have refined flour, so we had to make the ravioli dough with bulgur flour.
This flour is a lot harder to work with because it has bulgur in it. You can see it. As you push it out, it shrinks back together again.
Once we cut the dough into strips, we started on the filling.
I'm sauteing the spinach for the filling, or the raviolis.
I'm taking all the juice out of the spinach because what I don't want is wet product to go in the middle of the ravioli because it will ruin it. There's no strainers. We have to use cloths to wring the spinach out.
I am putting cheese into the spinach for the spinach pillows.
David spoons the spinach mixture onto the dough, adds more cheese, then seals them with an egg wash. The ravioli boils for a few minutes, then we finish them with butter and cream.
Make way!
Good news. Got a couple of racks. Venison for you.
The venison is going to need some spices, so I put Zach to work with a mortar and pestle.
Our combination is salt, juniper, coriander, star anise, and clove. Okay? Gonna make a nice, what do we say, medieval spice rub? Beautiful.
Dave sears them on a hot grill.
We try to make a warm salad. Pears, chickpeas, roasted asparagus, lime juice, and vinegar. Something a little bit different. They would have had all these ingredients. Vinegar was the chosen condiment of the day. Vinegar is an acid, so it kills any bacteria, which is great for what we're doing here. We put bacon in just to give us a little bit more flavor in the soup, but I'm not going to serve it because it's very stringy and fatty. But it was good in the soup to give it flavor. Normally we would blend this. We don't have the blender here because we don't have electric. Whoa, it's got to be thinner.
The salad must be eaten with our hands. So, big pieces to pick up.
Really?
Aye.
So what Lady Washington is saying is, today we would never serve a salad like this.
No.
Ever. Never. But because in the olden days they would actually pick this with their hands, she's making it big. David.
Yes, sir.
How's the apple fritters?
I'm peeling apples for the fritters. I'm going to caramelize the apple with the sugar and butter, and then as these get softened, I'm going to pour a crepe batter over the top of flour, egg, milk, sugar, cinnamon, and then flip them back over and bake them.
Master Balwick, how stands the hour?
It is 10 minutes until 5.
10 minutes till 5?
Yes,
How
sir.
can you tell that?
I can tell by the angle of the sun.
Well, don't you be robbing me of 5 minutes, okay? Because I need them 5 minutes.
If you keep talking, 5 minutes will pass.
You see what happens? I can do 2 things at once without cutting my finger because the knife's about as sharp as your feet.
Or is his wit?
Or as your wit, I should say.
That is a better line.
That was good.
You're welcome.
I only have 40 minutes left before dinner, but I need half that time to transport the food to the dining hall. So that means I have 20 minutes to finish all 13 dishes.
Oh, you beauty!
In the olden days, if the king's dinner was late,
King's coming! Holy moly!
it meant the cook was in real trouble.